What's up, guys? This is Army Guy Travels coming at you from Bogota, Colombia. And today we are talking Brazil. Should you go? Is it dangerous? What are the women like? What are the guys like? What is dating like? What are the beaches like? Today we are going to talk about Brazil, um, the pros, the cons, and just what my plans are for Brazil. All right, guys. So give me 1 second. I'm going to upload the thumbnail to my YouTube channel, and then we're going to go from there, guys. Hey, hold on. Where is it? Boom. And then we're going to talk Brazil. Guys, Brazil is one of those places that is so amazing. Um, a lot of people do not understand Brazil. They don't understand what is going on with Brazil, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk Brazil. Um, we're gonna talk like the things you should look out for. My experience in Brazil. Um, let me add these thumbnails so we can get more people seeing it. Um, Recording date is today. And then let me add some of these in here real quick. Brazil, Sao Paulo, Rio, Brazil, travel. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I'm going to be doing out there, what all is going to be happening. Um, that's cool. That'll be good for right now to get us started. I'll put more details in later. But yeah, guys. So we're gonna this stream is gonna be probably an hour or so. What's up, Big Daddy Stovepipe in the house? Today we are talking Brazil. We're gonna do a Brazil chat, and then we're gonna talk about Mexico on the next live. But yeah, guys, like um, Brazil is somewhere that has a special place in my heart. I have a lot of these places around the world, but some are a little bit higher than others, right? You guys know I'm American, born in Ohio, grew up in Texas, but I live in Colombia. But I've lived all over the world for the Army. Shout out to Big Daddy Stovepipe, one of my biggest followers, and much appreciate the support. By the way, these things are freaking delicious. So, yeah, guys. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Brazil, my experience in Brazil, what we're going to be doing when we get out there. We have another 11 months here in Colombia, but I'm really getting excited for my 6 months in that I'll be spending in Brazil before I head out to the other side of the world to Asia. Um, Guys, the thing you guys have to understand about Brazil is it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. People are different, but they are beautiful. All right. Rio is a little bit more expensive, but I was even looking up Airbnbs in Sao Paulo, which is where I'm going. We're talking 500 a month to be in a nice neighborhood, and that's what I'm looking for. I want to be able to save money on my expenses and my living so that I can build this channel and make more content, make great videos. So today, like we're talking about, we're going to be talking Brazil. So let me get over here real quick. All right, guys, as you know, some of the most beautiful women in the world live in Brazil. But there's a wide range of what these women look like. So whatever your flavor, whatever your taste, you can find it in Brazil. You like short, skinny white girls, you got it. You want taller white girls, you got it. You want black girls, you got it. You want just about anything, guys. So, and
I-29 female have feelings.
but nonetheless, if you guys want to live a cheaper life and have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, combined with beautiful women, or for the ladies out there, good looking guys, pause. You want great food, great culture. If you like sports like I do, great football, soccer, Brazil offers this. Brazil is one of the, it's basically half of the entire continent, more than half of the continent. All right. So I'm going to show you guys on a map. I'm going to show you guys some stuff. I'm going to show you where I'm going to go. I'm going to show you what we're looking at, what we're going to be doing out there, what I want to show you out there, and it's going to be cool. So we're going to show you guys a lot of cool stuff about Brazil. This live is all about Brazil. All right. So if you guys look, Brazil is ginormous. This country is huge, but most of your big cities are along the coast. All the big cities are on the coast except for Brasilia and Goiânia. If you'll notice this name, because the Brazilian girl from season 1 of 90 Day Fiance, that's where she's from. She's from Goiânia. I know I'm pronouncing it horrible, but if you guys look how close it is to Africa. Literally, it's not that far. From here to like West Africa is not far at all. But let's look at this. All right. So I'm going to be living right here in Sao Paulo, which is close enough where I can do like a 1 hour flight to Rio de Janeiro or just take a bus, right? So you've got Curitiba, which I'll be going to. I'm gonna name off a lot of the cities I'm gonna be making videos in for you guys. All right. Florianopolis, which is the capital of Santa Catarina, right? This is Florianopolis. Let's see if I can get this to load. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? This country's huge. So we're going to be going to Florianopolis. We're going to be going to Curitiba. We're going to be going to Sao Paulo, and we're going to do a day trip out to Campinas because I heard that there's some cool stuff out there. Brasilia's up here. This is the capital. We're going to check out Brasilia for a couple of days and then head over to Goiânia. I know I'm pronouncing it horrible, right? We're going to go out here to Belo Horizonte, which is the home of Atlético Mineiros. So, and obviously, guys, for me, I love soccer. We're going to be going to all these places to make great videos on football. There's Rio de Janeiro, which has a couple of pro teams. All right, let's go. All this stuff in here is like small, right? Let's go Salvador, which is the capital of Bahia. So we're going to be going out there. That's where my buddy Brandon is right now. We're going to go to Recife. We're going to go to Fortaleza and Natal. We're going to Sao Luis, right? We're going to go to Belém. All right, and then we might even go up to the border with French Guiana. I don't know if we can do it, but we will. We're going to go to these three countries before I actually move to Brazil. We're going to go here. And we're going to go to Manaus to make videos. So, yeah, guys, we're going to be doing all sorts of crazy stuff when we get down to Brazil for 6 months. We're going to have a good time. We're going to catch up all the A and B League teams and catch a game and make a video. All right. So it should be a lot of fun. All right. We got 1 person. Is it still Big Daddy Stovepipe watching on YouTube? This is the capital, Brasilia. But let me show you a little more about Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo's got about 13 million people, 12 and a half. But look at this. So we're going to I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about Sao Paulo first. And then we're going to talk about stuff that I've learned. Like, look at that view. Big city, guys. But the key for me is the beaches, not the beaches. Look at this. Like, gorgeous. That is Rio de Janeiro, not Sao Paulo. I know that because that's Sugarloaf Mountain right there. I hiked that when I was in Brazil. Check out my videos. The crazy thing about it is my videos my videos are way better now than they were back then. You know, like boom, 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 boom. That's Ipanema. That is in Rio de Janeiro. Oh shoot, I didn't have it saved. Hey, what's up, TMI? How we doing, man? We're just talking Brazil, talking about the plans for the Brazil move, talking about what we're gonna do out there, why I'm going there. Obviously, I need warm weather, beautiful women, beautiful beaches, great places to make content, football, your favorite thing in the world, soccer, but just in general, right? So, yeah, guys, we're going to be going to Sao Paulo. We're going to go to Fortaleza. We're going to go to Natal. We're going to go to Brasilia. We're going to show you, we're going to do a crash course in Brazil and go to a couple other countries. But okay, let's start off with Rio because I have most experience with Rio. All right, everybody talks about how dangerous Rio is. I never felt like I was in a bad place. I never felt like I was going to get robbed. I did know to be careful, but I'm also a seasoned traveler, right? So I know better. Um, what is that? Is that an Army guy travels tattoo? Yep. But yeah, I mean, the thing about Brazil is there are very few places on earth where men get approached by women. And I actually had girls coming up to me, not working girls, regular girls coming up to me and saying, "Hey, let's go get a drink. Hey, you have pretty eyes." Like, you just don't really get that a lot in a lot of other countries. Men have to do the pursuing. And so it was pretty cool to be in Brazil where the girls are, "Hey, how are you? Like, let's go have a drink." Not to go and have sex, but just to go and enjoy each other's company, right? And then if anything else happens after that, that's cool, which it did. But it's a very warm and inviting culture where a lot of people are like. I think Tinder in Brazil, from my experience, is not very good because a lot of people are out and about doing things and get to meet each other, right? So for them, it's different, right? Because they don't need Tinder because they meet people out in public. They meet people out. I think that as a foreigner, I speak no Portuguese, um, except for Bom Dia, which is good day, right? Like, um, I think that I didn't have a problem. I didn't have a problem meeting girls. I didn't have a problem meeting people in general, right? Um, so I think we did a good job, right? I think that you as a foreigner can go down there and you're better off meeting people in public than you are meeting on Tinder. I think Tinder scopolamine is a problem in Colombia, but it's also a problem in Brazil. So I have a feeling that like Tinder is a way that you're going to get robbed or drugged. So it would be better for you to just go meet girls in public. Getting the day started right. One more. But yeah, guys, we're going to have a good time. We're going to go meet some beautiful ladies. We're going to make some great content. Everything I do from now on is about building content. A lot of the stuff you see in my apartment, I'm going to be selling so that I can be more mobile to build my channel, to make better content, and to travel the world even more. The only thing I'm not selling is my gato. My cat, Cosmo, he's over there. You can see him. I called him and now he's coming over. He's a creepy boy. But yeah. But no, I mean, I just don't. Look, things are not important, but experiences in life are very important. And when you have an opportunity to travel the world and see how things can be elsewhere and explore, you've got to take that opportunity. Colombia is amazing, and I've had a great time here, barring some mishaps, but I'm excited to go to Brazil. I'm not going to be permanently living there, it's going to be temporary. Um, and then we're going to go from there. Um, So, it should be fun. It'll be good. Um, I love sitting on the beach. I'm gonna go sit on the beach, play tennis, live cheap, meet great people, make great content, eat great food, meet beautiful ladies. It's gonna be a great situation, guys. Amazing, great situation. So, um, I'm so excited because the last time I was in Brazil, like I had the flu and I still had a great time. Um, if you watch, like, let's okay, yeah, let's start off with Rio because I've already been there. Christ the Redeemer is one of the seven wonders of the world, so you got to go see it, right? That's number one. Um, you don't really realize how powerful it is until you get to like you leave. It's kind of like when I went to Machu Picchu. You don't really realize how powerful it is when you go to a place like that until you like leave and it hits home, right? So when you go to Brazil, when you go to Rio, you got to go to Christ the Redeemer. You need to go to Maracanã, which is like 200,000 seat soccer stadium. You've got to go to the beaches. Ipanema Beach on a Monday at like noon is going to be packed. Copacabana is going to be a little bit more chill. Okay, I know people will probably disagree with me on this, but Copacabana to me seems like more like a family beach, except for on the Rasta Beach side. The Rasta side is like fire. I stayed in Copacabana at a hotel, and I went to Copacabana a couple times. It was cool, but then I went to Ipanema. Um, Ipanema was amazing. Leblon Beach, phenomenal. I hiked all the way to the top of Sugarloaf Mountain. Twin Brothers or Twin Sisters. I don't remember what it's called. I hiked that. Um, I went to the favela. Went to Hosina. That was cool. Um, the nightlife is amazing. Like, guys, Rio is definitely something you need to check out. Um, and I'm going to go back to Rio and make even more videos. But what I will say is, I'm excited to get down there and see the whole coast and see all, because like I said, most of the big cities are on the coast. The Amazon jungle runs through a lot of the country. Brazil is the world's highest biodiversity in the entire world. Number 2 is Colombia. So the fruits are going to be great. The vegetables are going to be great. The food's delicious. And they have a wide range of food. Like, I like hot dogs, pause. Hot dogs, best hot dog I've ever had outside of the States was actually in Brazil. So I was kind of surprised. Then they have a lot of like foreign food. There's a lot of mix of people. Like, let me look at something because I'm sure Rio's got to have 20 million people, guys. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I'm guessing Rio's got to have Rio population. Holy smokes, really? Okay, so Rio's only got 7 million people, like 6.748 as of 2020. But then Sao Paulo has like 13 million or 12 million people. That's weird. So, but we're going to go check out Fortaleza. I'm excited to go to Fortaleza, not just like, I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be really cool. We're going to go check out the beaches. We're going to go check out the all sorts of stuff. We're going to make some of the best content coming out of Brazil. Mark my words. We're going to take advantage of 6 months there. We're going to hit all of Brazil. Not all of it, but because that's impossible. We're going to hit all the big cities in Brazil, medium-sized cities in Brazil. We're going to do some crazy stuff out in the bush. Then we're going to go, while we're down there, we're going to go to Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, Argentina, and then we're also going to go to Iguazu, the waterfalls. It's right there on the Bolivia, Brazil, and Paraguay border. So that'll be cool. But we're gonna take it to the next step. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the next couple of months. Going to DR and Mexico. The only regret I have about Mexico is that we're not going to get to go to Chichen Itza this time. And I'm really bummed about that because I really want to see the 7 wonders of the world. And I've already done 2 in the last year. We're going to hit more coming up. But Chichen Itza, I'm already going to be, like a couple hour flight or 2-hour flight from there. So people don't realize how big Mexico is. By the way, this is a Mexican baseball jersey. I picked it up when I was in Mexico when I was living there. But yeah, guys, so Brazil's wild. The nightlife is amazing. But so let's talk like pros and cons, right? Look, Brazil is a big city. or a big country, and there's a lot of poverty. And whenever there's a lot of poverty, then you have crime. And if people see an outsider drop their guard, it can happen. Can you go to Brazil and be perfectly fine for a long time and never have an incident? Yes. Can you be doing the right thing and something bad happens? Yeah, still. Here in Colombia, it's the same way. You can be walking down the street, a person asks for directions, you get close, they wipe your face with a piece of paper. That piece of paper has scopolamine. Next thing you know, you're emptying out your apartment for them. Um, I am going to do things a lot differently. Um, it's about business right now. It's about business and giving you guys the best possible content that I can. I want to give you guys the best videos that you deserve, right? Um, that is my goal. That is what I want to do. Give me 1 second. Hey, hold on. Making sure my Twitch stream is doing good. Oh, we hit 400 followers on Twitch. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, guys. So that's the thing you got to understand, right? Little victories. You become a content creator, you are not going to grow overnight, and that's okay. The only way you grow overnight is if you get viral, like right off the top, right? Like that's just it. And hitting 400. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, followers on Twitch, for subscribing, for getting involved. We're on our way to monetization on Twitch and Kick. I'm actually already monetized on Kick for subscriptions, but we have some other goals to hit when it comes to other stuff on Kick for site monetization. Twitch, we've hit a lot of marks, but we're missing some of the key marks. I don't really have a following there yet, but it's okay. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for following me on Twitch. If you don't follow me on Twitch and Kick yet, Army Guy Travels, I appreciate the support. We're working on getting better portable Wi-Fi, a better phone so that I can stream all the time. I mean, I have a 13 Pro Max, but there's a lot of problems. But yeah, so we're going to be streaming everywhere we go, live streaming. It's not going to be just me sitting in a chair in my house. We're going to be doing a lot out and about. And that is the goal. So as you guys know, the 13 Pro Max has a green screen problem. You drop it once, your phone is going to have that problem probably, and it's going to happen for a while. I need to go back to the States and get like 2 or 3 phones. Yeah, and I have a Colombian phone that I can use, but it's just difficult. But yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, like Brazil, guys, I have love for Brazil. I had so much fun, and I was sick as a dog when I was there too. Like, so I'm excited to go back and see Rio again, where I have more energy. I can't wait to go see my dude out there in Rio. Like, Z is cool. He's going to do so much to help the channel. And he's just a good dude, man. I was filming on the beach, and there were some people playing soccer in the beach, like beach soccer. And I got him on camera, and I was like, hey, is it cool if I put this in the YouTube video? And he's like, yeah, no problem, man. Here, what's your channel? I'll subscribe so I could see it, right? So, and back then I wasn't really in the grind mode. I was like more about like, how many girls can I get with? How much can I party? Now, like, guys, I'm all in on this. I want to make the best content, all sorts of content for everyone. But you should go to Brazil. If you haven't been there, look, yes, the flight sucks. It's a rough flight from Colombia to Brazil, even though we border, because all the cities that you go to are on the coast, and Brazil is like the size of a continent almost, right? So like the flight sucks, but I'm telling you, it's so worth it. Brazil is one of those countries where if you do things the right way, you will have an experience that is unmatched. Um, you can go to people on the beach that have a cabana, come up with a little bit of like a 6 pack or a case of beer or a bottle, and be like, "Hey, can I sit with you guys?" You don't have to do that, but like they'll be grilling the vendors. So there's vendors everywhere, right? But they don't badger you like they do on the beach in Colombia. The vendors are really chill. As long as you buy drinks from the tent stands and not from the, I don't trust the drinks with the scopolamine from that when they drive around with it. But the brick and mortar, like not brick and mortar, but it's like a tent. The tents on the beach, those are where you buy your drinks from. If you do that, you'll be good. Scopolamine is a problem, but honestly, I think is if you don't leave your bag unattended, don't take things that you can it'll hurt you if you lose to the beach because the beach is where you're gonna get where you'll get robbed the most. Only because there's just so many people. Like there's so many people on the beach in Brazil that you wouldn't even notice you got robbed most of the time until after the fact. And there's so many people that if they try to take your stuff or try to rob you, like you could, they could beat you up and nobody like they will disappear in the crowd. Like, and so let me show you. I'm gonna show you on my channel my Ipanema video. I know I keep showing it, but I mean it's a badass video. But like, let me show you some stuff from Brazil. I only got a taste. I can't wait to go back and explore. Brazil is so freaking cool, right? I've been to 24 countries so far. And some people are like, why don't you go and move to a country you haven't lived in before? Well, because if I'm going to live somewhere temporarily, which it's temporary, I want to go somewhere that I know I'm going to be happy and then I can travel from there. I'm going to strategically locate myself, right? But Brazil is freaking amazing, guys. You have to do it. I'm actually going to Brazil to save money for 6 more months. I'm going to do it now and then I'm going to do it for 6 more months, stack my bread, make great content, enjoy, explore, and then I'm going to Thailand, right? Let me show you this though. And I want to go to somewhere that's warm. Look, if you need luxury for cheap, warm, great culture, great food, great party, awesome people, go to Brazil. I mean, there's no question. This Brazil is freaking amazing. Hold on 1 second. Where is here it is. All right. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share this for. All right. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of this. This is one of my videos in Rio, and then we'll look at one of my other videos in Rio. And yes, my mom is part Moor, so I can actually tan really good after I turn red. Watch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Sugarloaf Mountain right there.
Ipanema Beach. We are going to do a walk.
That was in Peru. That was Curacao. That was in Peru and Ica. That was in Peru. Oh man, she was amazing. I hooked up with her. Okay, but focus on this. Look at this. Look at this beach. Look at that. Normally, you have to get away from where there are people to get waters that blue. This is right near. This is Ipanema Beach. Look at this water right here. This water right here. Yeah, that's nice. This is what I want to live every day. I want to go out, get a tan, be in the hot weather, have a nice drink, meet some great people. This is on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat for you guys. Step up in the building, killing it. They thought I wouldn't. 0 to 100, baby, I'm Yeah, the girls are gorgeous. Like, look at her, beautiful. And you can talk to them, and they're not going to be like, "Ooh, I'm better than you." It doesn't work like that, right? So let's check out this. So this is my. What's up, Gato?
Hey, everybody. All right, so we're on our next trip. We're here at Copacabana. I got here today, and I was tired. I flew through the night, and then I decided I wasn't going to record during the day. I met some people. We had a great time on the beach. We were just chilling. But now we are at Copacabana.
It's more of a family beach, I feel.
The mountains, with the mountains all the way back there in the distance, and then mountains. And this is why, even after losing in the quarters, Brazil is number one.
So this guy right here is actually a follower of mine. He's the one that's going to show me around when I get back to Rio.
This girl is in a thong falling out.
This is the lifestyle you can live in Brazil for not.
Close to number.
Do you have? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where you from?
Texas, but
Texas.
vive in Colombia.
Yeah,
Colombia.
he subscribed right there. That was back when my Spanish was freaking horrible.
Senor?
It still is bad, but it's way better than it was.
Pinche.
So this is what you want to do. Look at, she was gorgeous.
Got us new sticks, a whole set of new sticks from CCM.
Yeah, he's from Canada.
I play when I'm home. I live in Colombia.
This is in favela in Vidigal. What's up? Come truck with me. Yes, it does. And it's got the world's most famous brothel. Yeah, today this live, all we're doing is talking Brazil. Like, Brazil, guys, that's why I'm moving there next in 11 months, because Brazil is the bomb. It is the bomb. Like, dude, you gotta go to Centaurus. Yes, way cheaper than Sua, according to what everyone keeps telling me. Because, like, look, I'm gonna say this. All right, look. I'll type it in here. Like, okay, so here's the deal, guys. I'm watching all the videos that are coming out of Sosua, and I'm excited to go. I'm excited to see everyone. I'm excited. But all the videos I'm seeing coming out of Sosua, there is no way in hell these girls are worth $120, $80, $90 for gymnastics. No freaking way. Like, I know that maybe I'm just not seeing it yet, and I'll see it when I get there. But, like, this is what you get in, right here is what you get in, like, what you get in Brazil, right? And what you saw in the beach video. In Colombia, like, $25 and you get a girl that would be a model in the States. And then I'm looking at what Sosua is. And don't get me wrong, I hope I'm wrong. I hope the ones I've seen on camera, I hope I'm just watching the wrong ones, because, like, what I'm seeing in Sosua, now the Tinder in Sosua is popping. I've seen some beautiful girls on Tinder in Sosua. But I'm sorry, I'm not paying freaking $100 for a seagull that's 200 pounds. I'm not doing it. Like it's the quality's gotta be better than what I'm seeing on these dudes' videos. Because if you look like New Jersey Nomad, like the girl that he's got in Brazil that was on that live stream with TMI and me, like, bro, like, that's Brazil. That's why he moved down there. You know, you want a girl that's thicker, you want a girl that has some melanin to her, Brazil's the spot, man. But if you come to Colombia, you're going to get a baddie for like $25, $30. So, I mean, I don't know. It's like, it just doesn't make sense to me Like financially, why am I going to spend $100 for 1 hour with a girl that's mid or below mid? Though, so this spot, come truck with me. It's sending. What? Hold on. Is my Wi-Fi lagging, guys? Is my Wi-Fi lagging? Okay, Kick is good. Twitch is good. There it is. All right. This place right here is the one that Justin Bieber got caught at. Like paparazzi figured out that he was there, and they went crazy, guys. But like, check this out. This is in the favela, which I don't recommend a lot of people going to. Only go with a local or someone you can trust.
All right, everyone. We're here in Rio, Brazil at Sugarloaf Mountain. And look at the view. You can see the whole panoramic pretty much. I'm going to go upstairs, get a better view.
This is Rio, guys.
I don't particularly care for most of the hot dogs down there in Colombia. I love
You could
some
tell I
of the
was
food in
sick
Colombia,
as
but
a
hot
dog,
dogs
guys.
not so much.
I had the flu so
today,
bad.
we are in Rio up at Sugarloaf Mountain. This is the same stuff I had at Chamagaucha in San Antonio. Hours.
It's like cheese and ground up
Really,
hot
really
dog
good.
or bacon.
So that's like shaved, according to their sign. And all right.
This is the famous stairs in Rio.
7 wonders of the world in 2 months.
I did back to back
This is going to
7
be
wonders
exciting.
or,
All right,
or
let's check
7 world
out the
wonders.
view from the terrace. So that's Rio. That's awesome. Look at that. That's freaking gorgeous. Wow. All right, guys. In a second, we're going to be going up, so we'll check out the view and see the number 2 of the 7. This is my seventh wonder in the world in 2 years or 2 months. Yeah. $245, awesome. That's one of the top 10 stadiums in the world.
That's Maracana.
Football. Wow. Guys, I don't think you understand how big this thing is until you get up close. From a distance, it looks like this, but it's huge. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I need to start learning Portuguese, guys. For sure. Hell yeah, they do. Come truck with me. They party like crazy. Look at that. Christ the Redeemer.
So big.
So again, guys, like there's just so much to do. There's so much to see. There's always something, and the people are just chill in Brazil. Like I've seen a bunch of videos about dating in Brazil and when it comes to foreigners, when we go down there. And we think that, okay, they're poor, they just want us and they want a green card. It's kind of like that here in Colombia for the most part, where, okay, you're a gringo, so you're automatically wanted. They like us in Brazil, but they're not looking for us for our money. They're not looking, I mean, any man that has money is going to do better anywhere, right? But like they just don't want to feel like they're an object that we can own. They're very prideful in Brazil. Um, okay, great question. Come truck with me. Okay, so Rio is pretty dangerous, but a lot of the other places in the country are a lot chiller. So like Fortaleza is very safe. Sao Paulo is much safer than Rio. I think it's just because there's so many people in poverty in Rio. But what's funny is I didn't even realize until I was doing some research this morning. Uh, Sao Paulo's got like twice the amount of people, but um, I would say enjoy Rio. You can have a blast if you do things the right way. Watch your drink. Don't set it down. Don't leave your stuff unattended. Don't be flashy. You can dress fly without wearing jewelry and stuff. Um, Stay away from the favelas unless if you know a local. Stay away from Lapa. So Lapa's got a lot of the area called Lapa, which is a party area right now. Stay away from Lapa because Lapa right now, um, Lapa has got a lot of scopolamine, which is a Colombian drug coming off of power here, and it's the one that'll like you'll take them back to your place and help them carry your shit out and be happy about it because you're just in a thing. So okay, if I were you, I would fly to Rio, spend like 2 or 3 days, and catch the vibe. And then I would go to Sao Paulo and stay in Sao Paulo for a week. It's much safer, much cheaper. Um, I think that you would enjoy it. The food's great. I mean, but dude, there's beautiful women all over that country, right? So like, I would do if you want something quiet. No, if you do things the right way, Rio is safe. If you do things the wrong way, Rio can be extremely detrimental to your life, right? Um, like if you are a person that like gets trashed and goes out alone and wears expensive watches, you're asking for anything that comes your way. This isn't America. This isn't a lot of places where you can just do whatever you want and things are going to work out your way. You have to be tactful. You can wear a cheap, fake, awesome looking watch when you go out. But even if it looks flashy and it's fake, they might rob you for it. So I've never had a problem. I've never felt unsafe in Rio. But it is the most dangerous of the cities in the country. If I were you, you can go to Rio and have a blast. Just be careful how you do it. If you want to avoid dangerous cities altogether, avoid Rio and avoid Brasilia. The only reason why I say Brasilia is because it's the capital and they're having political unrest in the country and all the protests happen there. So I would stay away from. I'm going to go to Brasilia because I'm going to look at social media and I'm going to see where the protests are and I'm going to stay away from them. But other than that, like it's all about how you do things, right? Colombia, I would say Colombia. Oof, is Colombia safer than Brazil? I don't know. Okay. Are you saying you're going to travel by yourself or like are you thinking you're going to be the only black guy around? Because the one thing that people don't understand about Brazil is Brazil has more melanin than most countries in the world, not in Africa. So like people think that because it's in Latin America that like it's a lot of Latino people and yeah, they are Latino, but the amount of people that are black there or have black blood is extremely high. Like the black culture there is very, very high. You're not going to be the only black dude. I promise you that. You come to Bogota, Colombia, like when my dude from Miami, he's from the Caribbean. He came down and he was so excited to see a black dude. The dude was from Nigeria and was visiting a girl, but like he gave him like a double nod. You know, the black dude nod. He did the double nod because he's like, man, I was like, what was that double nod for? And he goes, bro, I haven't seen a black person all day. There are a lot of black Colombians, but in Bogota, the black community is not as big as white and brown. Okay, so like, but in Brazil, bro, there's an entire state that's nothing but black, like Afro Latino, like Afro Brazilian. It goes back to 200, 300 years ago, where a majority of like there were more slaves brought to Brazil than anywhere else. Like, so you're gonna have a huge black culture that stayed all these years, right? So most people have melanin down there. So significant, a lot of it have a lot of it. So, you're gonna, and then there's like Bahia, which is where my buddy Brandon's going. Brandon's actually getting ready to head. He's in Rio now. He's going to be taking his son. By the way, shout out to Traveling While Black 360. That's my buddy's channel, Brandon. He's a new YouTuber. He's making some really good content. Each video is getting better. It's a journey. When you make videos, you start off and the first videos aren't very good. And then you start to figure out, okay, what works. And you start to relax and just your personality comes out. So like, Brandon's latest video was pretty cool. I liked it. You get to see his real personality, and I've met him in real life, so I like it. But he likes going to where it's like he likes going to countries where, in the parts of countries that are black, because he loves black culture, black history. And so when he was here in Colombia, he was living in Quibdó, which is the capital of Chocó, which is on the Pacific coast, and it's all black, Afro-Colombian. You go to now he's going to go to Salvador, which is in the capital Bahia, which is like all black. The girl I hooked up with in Brazil was her mom's from Bahia. Man, she was so fucking gorgeous. I mean, it's wild, and that's actually so. Okay, funny fact about that, right? I was talking with Brandon on my live yesterday, and Brandon made a very interesting point. He's like, I love black women. He's like, I love all women, but I love black women. And when I was in Colombia, the black women have black girl hair. He's like, but in the first couple of days I've been here in Brazil, I've noticed that even the dark black girls have like white girl hair or Indian hair, which is really unique. Because I asked him if he noticed that, and he goes, dude, he's like, I'm so used to the women having more hair like cotton, and now it's like silk. Like down here, these girls are dark black, but they have Spanish features too, because the culture in Brazil is very mixed. They're the only country that speaks Portuguese down there, down here. They also sometimes understand some Spanish, but for the most part, it's Portuguese. And then, they're mixed with indigenous because that whole area was indigenous, and you're right in the Amazon. So like most of these folks have indigenous blood, then they've got black blood, then they've got Spaniard blood, then they've got white blood because of all the Italians, Germans, and all of them that moved. I think when they moved to Argentina, to be honest, I don't know, man. I think he likes women in general. He's like me. I have a type. Well, I've got a couple of types. Like, I don't really date white girls. It's not that I don't find them attractive. There are exceptions to every rule. I'm white. I like girls that are different than me. Girls that have an exotic look. I'm weird where I like indigenous girls. I think indigenous girls, a lot of people in like Latin America think they're ugly. I think they're some of the most beautiful women in the world, like in Peru. indigenous girls because they're just different and they've got a unique, exotic look. The girl I hooked up with in Brazil was dark black with grayish, greenish blue eyes. I'm like, the hell? And with like her hair was beautiful. She just had it's just a unique look, and I like exotic. Exotic to me is beautiful. Different than me is beautiful. I think that's why it's not that I'm against my own kind or I don't date my own kind because I date white girls, but it's I'm more attracted to women with melanin than I am women without it. It's my own personal preference. Um, but I like exotic. I like girls that look different. I don't really have a type. I just, I but you can get anything you want done in Brazil. But if you just Google videos in Sao Paulo, Fortaleza, Rio, look at some of the girls down there. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't be like, oh, I'm not going to date white girls. I'm not going to date. I'm not going to date black girls. I'm not going to date. I'm only dating mixed girls, or I'm only dating Latinas, or no. I mean, it's not like that. I have a type, and I have a couple types. And then there are certain types that are for recreational use only, and certain types that you make a girlfriend and you date. Like I have a weakness for recreational use for big women. I think big women are amazing in bed, but you don't really want to take them. You don't really want to take them in front of your boys. I'm just joking. That was mean. I shouldn't have said that. But you know, man, I'm just, you get the people that have known me. Okay. The one thing that my buddy was telling me is like the other night on my live, I was a little bit more relaxed and open. What you'll realize is in person, I'm like a fucking goofball. See, you know what? I like the way you think. Come truck with me. Like, like, he likes the ones that get naked. I do too. The cool thing is, man, there's no hiding it in Brazil. Go to the beach, like the women and unfortunately the men wear like next to nothing. Like I have a sanga from Brazil. So the sanga goes from like your waist, low waist, to like right here. And there's no pocket in the front. So you just lay it to the left, lay it to the right. Everybody wears like next to no clothing down there. Even the guys. Only reason I bought one is a sanga is because I didn't want to stick out as much like a gringo. I just was trying to pass off as like a light-skinned Latino or something. It didn't work, obviously, because my eyes are so damn blue. But, it was funny when I met that girl on the beach. Before she asked, I was making a video, and before the girl, like, she asked me out for a drink. And I didn't hear her because there were so many people, it was packed. And she looked at me and she goes, Gringo. And I was like, oh, shit. Hey, what's up? You were talking to me. So, but man, I mean, I have a photo of her and she's like laying on my bed and you can't see anything but the outline of her shape and her face. And her hair was kind of messy at the moment because we just finished. And she had like a lion's mane of hair. It was just beautiful. She had big, beautiful hair. And looking into her eyes were like a crystal blue. I was like, what? A dark black girl with the most beautiful bluish gray eyes. And she's like, sometimes they're green. It just depends on the light and the mood I'm in. I'm like, that's weird, but so awesome. Like that's what makes her exotic, right? Is like she has a different look. It's pretty cool. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, I think you should go. Come truck with me. I'm telling you right now, you got to go to Brazil. You got to go to Brazil. Brazil is got to be a bucket list. If you think the Sioux, like, okay, look, I can't really talk about it because I'm going for the first time. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's just by the things I've seen online, I'm excited to go. I'm excited to meet everyone. I'm excited to have a great time, make some great content. But there's no way in hell it's better than Brazil. No way. No possible way. And you're going to pay, if you're looking for the hourly, you're going to pay a lot less. If you're looking for a regular girl, that's easily done too. I mean, you can go down there and get yourself an amazing, amazing woman that's gorgeous and beautiful and fun. Because I'm going to tell you, the girls down there are fun. Fun, fun, fun. They've got a flair to them. That Braziliana thing, they put in some work. They work on their bodies. They work on their education. They're smart. The girls down there are really smart. See? Hey, I had to. Okay, and here's the weird part, right? It was the first time of me sleeping with her, and we still like I just wanted to hold her and make out with her. I know this sounds gay and stuff, but I wanted to hold her and make out with her and stuff because like I like because her eyes were just so beautiful, man. She was just beautiful. And down there she's just a regular girl. That's what's wild about it, right? Like that's what I'm saying, dude. Like if the girl's, a butter girl, butterface, you're not doing missionary. You're gonna bend it over so you don't have to look at it. Put a bag over it. That's not how it is, man. But here, you get a girl that's gorgeous with beautiful eyes. Yeah. So, but for me, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, the girls are a plus. But that's not why I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to Brazil for 6 months so that I want to make great videos. I want to make great content. But when I'm not working, I want to be able to sit on the beach with a drink and just enjoy looking at the most beautiful blue waters and hot girls walking by, even if I don't want to talk to them and I just want to chill. Like, it's a chill environment because, okay, yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for popping on and talking. Um, like, you go there, right? You come to Colombia and go to the beach. How fast do you get bugged? If you're watching, I know we've got a bunch watching right now. We've got more than we did before. Um, if you've been to a Colombia beach, is it relaxing? Are you able to go and not be bugged? The answer is no. I would like you tell me your experience because I'm really curious. But in Brazil, I mean, the vendors do their work, but they take no for an answer. They take no for an answer. They're not going to bug you too much. And the food on the beach is awesome. You can get picanha on the beach, which is that grilled meat um, that they have Brazil in Brazil. Um, you can have they have this like cheese, like this melted breaded cheese thing, like a cheese stick. Freaking delicious, guys. They have this corn in a cup like they do in Mexico, but they have it here. Um, and like they have drinks, they have beers. Just make sure you don't buy a beer that's already open, right? You got to be careful. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. We're gonna, like I said, Douglas went out of town today, like he moved. He was here helping me out for a couple of weeks. We're making a ton of content, so we're gonna now that we're not making content. I'm gonna be making some content throughout the day. Like I'm going to make a video in a little bit, and then I'm making a football video. I'm going to a professional football game tonight. But we're going to be on live all the time. You have any travel questions? If you have a theme that you want us to do a live on, I'm always going to put the StreamYard in. As long as you don't get me banned, I'm always like, you can always come on my lives, especially if you're a traveler, guy, girl. It doesn't matter. I want more women on this. I think we need more women to talk with us and have a good time. I'm going to actually start getting when I get back from Mexico. We're going to be bringing some hotties on the lives with us. So we're going to bring some beautiful girls that are here in Colombia. We're going to have them on the live. I need to get a different mic that I can just like set right here, so I don't have to have this on, so we can just chit chat and talk. So we're going to do that, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. When I mean we have a lot of stuff planned for the next year and a half. Like before we get to Asia, we've got 11 months here and 6 months in Brazil. In that time, we're going to be making probably 50 Colombia videos, a bunch of lives. We're going to be doing Belize, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Suriname, Guyana. And then once we get to Brazil next year in September, we're going to be doing like tons and tons of content around Brazil. We're going to be going to Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, and Argentina. All right. So we might throw in French Guiana, but honestly, like I'm not really excited to go to French Guiana because it's just there's really nothing there, right? Like most of the countries in the jungle, and then like it's a missile base for the French. So I mean, we'll go eventually, but it's not like at the top of my list. If I do, it'll probably be like 2 days and I'm out because I can make it. It's one city and it doesn't have a lot of people. I'm hoping if you know anyone in French Guiana, have them message me at armyguytravels@gmail.com and give me some ideas because I've been trying to plan that trip for a year. It just doesn't seem like thing, and it actually borders Brazil. All three of them: Guyana, French Guiana, and Suriname. Suriname and Guyana, I'm excited about because it's Afro Latino, Indian, and Chinese mixed in those two countries. So the food is freaking phenomenal. It's like Trinidad almost. You're getting Indians, Chinese, and black culture. Mix that together, and you're going to get some delicious food. And then we're going to cap off the Brazil time in February and March. We're leaving Brazil in March of 2025. And we're going to head to Thailand. But the crazy part about it is what happens in Brazil in February? Carnival, the biggest carnival in the world. And I actually have the dates. You know what? My dates are wrong. I just realized that. My dates are wrong because I wrote down the dates for 2024. By the way, guys, Carnival 2024 is going to be February 9th to the 13th. Mark it on your calendars. Starts February 9th in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Carnival. I went back in February this year, but I didn't go to Carnival because I was trying to save money and hit more countries. Hindsight, mistake. We're going to be doing Colombia. We're going to do the Flower Festival. We're going to do Colombia Carnival in Barranquilla. So, we're going to, and actually I need to make like a carnival schedule. So I'm going to do that now. Break my notes down. I'm always planning, guys. I have like 3 notebooks for all my different concepts and ideas of things I want to do for content. All right. I'm going to tell you guys a cool story about Carnival. When I was in Trinidad and Tobago, I saw these 3 girls posing that were gorgeous. One was white, one was brown, one was black. And I was like, man, there's just like that perfect shade of beauty. And all of them are gorgeous. So I went and I was like, hey, ladies, would you guys like to be the thumbnail for my Trinidad and Tobago video? And they're like, heck yeah, we can do that. So, so they let me take a photo of them and they're like, so what do we get? And I was like, well, I'll buy you guys a drink. So I bought them each a drink. And we've all kept in touch since then. One is Bonita Mango on Instagram. She is beautiful. She's from Kenya, I think, but she grew up. She sounds like a Brit. She's from England, but all of these girls and the group that they introduced me, I ended up partying with them all night long. I ended up going to a private mansion with this girl that's a Trini, and all of these girls travel to do carnivals. Boom, boom, boom. The one in Florida, the one in Barranquilla, the one in Jamaica, Barbados, like everywhere. I think that's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, like it's pretty wild. Um, so I'm not gonna be able to do all the like the carnival circuit, but I am going to like if I'm around, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit like the different carnivals. I have all these little bottles of aguardiente that I've. You go to a club, and for you to get a VIP, you have to buy a bottle, and the bottle's cheap, but you buy a bottle and then you get a table. It's like bucks, $40, and you get all the mixers and you get a table. It's kind of cool about Colombia. Um, so yeah, guys, I put the StreamYard link in the description. If you guys want to jump on, just click on it and throw me a message because sometimes I miss that people are sitting in the waiting room. But yeah, guys, like we're going to be doing football videos. I'm running 6 channels right now. And we're putting content on each one. So it's been a lot of work, but holy smokes, I didn't know. Wow, Trinidad. Like, okay, so the Tobago Carnival is October 27 to 29 for this year. That's crazy. Guys, Trinidad is like, if I'm not going to make content, I just want to go chill. But there's so much content to make too. Like, Trinidad and Tobago are my spot. You know what I mean? Like, Aruba. Wow, that's crazy. November 10th is Carnival of 2023, all the way until February 14th, 2024. So they've got like 4 months of Carnival, which doesn't surprise me because like Carnival isn't just a weekend. It is for people to go do it, but yeah. Ghana's Carnival is called Edinkra Carnival. December 9th. But usually they have it the same time of year. So I'm making a list right now so that I can, because that's the one thing, if I could do differently as a travel blogger, I do it by location and by cost. But the downside that is you're missing the high seasons. So I need to like start practice like, okay, this is high season, this is low season, this is high season, this is low season. Okay, if I want to, I also have a sports channel, so I need to make sports content, party content, girl content, travel content, everything, right? So if I'm going to do that, I need to be in the right spot at the right time. So I need to like, for example, I went to Trinidad when it was off season for cricket. The West Indies team plays in Trinidad at the facility. When I was in Brazil, all the teams were out of town playing in a cup, or not Brazil, in Jamaica. Obviously, their football league is small. In Brazil, the A League has 20 teams, the B League has 20 teams, and then there's other smaller league too. And you're going to see a video from each one. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be doing some great stuff, guys. St. Kitts and Nevis. Okay. That's where my buddy's from. It's called Sugar Moss. And that's from December 15th, 2023 to 2nd of January, 2024. Montserrat. Where is that? December 16th, January 1st, 2024. All right. St. Croix. That's the Virgin Islands. Yeah, that's nice. That's a Crucian Christmas festival. So that goes from 26th of December, 2023 to 6th January 24. Yep. Carnival de Saint Martin. Saint Martin, yeah. And then Rio, baby. Rio is actually, I was wrong. It's not the 13th. It's the 9th to the 17th. Yeah, Rio is Martinique. So, yeah, guys, like, you gotta, if you're gonna do trips, like, you could still do things on the cheap, but you gotta be careful. Like, you know, if I were you, okay, I'm gonna give you tips for being in Colombia, and it's the same way in Brazil. Never wear a backpack on the front. Wear like like one of those like fanny packs, but the ones that go across your chest. I also have like other ways to conceal stuff. I'm not going to say it on here because people will target me, but there are other ways, things you can find on Amazon that you can carry things and you don't have to worry about it. So, but yeah, guys, I'm telling you, Brazil, and Brazil. You got to go to Brazil. You got to go to Brazil. Brazil is amazing. That was the point of this live. I think the next one we're going to do on Mexico because Mexico is near and dear to my heart. I've already lived there. I think we'll do the next live on Mexico. So, but make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you have any questions, throw it in the chat. I see it. I will tell you guys. I'll answer it later. Brazil is phenomenal, guys. Like, it's depending where you go, it'll be cheaper or more expensive. Like, my buddy was like in Rio, and they want like 1,400 a month for an Airbnb in a mid place, right? But you go to Sao Paulo, and I found some banging apartments on Airbnb for like 550 a month, right? So I mean, it's going to be great. So just double check, do some research before you go. The information's out there. Like I was talking with Brandon about yesterday, like Brandon's an up and coming YouTuber. I'm an up and coming YouTuber. Now is the time you need to ask us questions. Same thing with TMI. TMI is an amazing guy. He might come off like because he messes with people, right? Not a bad way. Like he's a New Yorker, so he's gonna jack with people. But he if you ask him a question, the dude will help. Like the dude is actually giving me a lot of great information that's helped my journey as a YouTuber. So, but he's a New Yorker. My buddy Douglas is a New Yorker. He was born here, but he grew up in New York. You know what I mean? They gotta rough it up, man, as Douglas always says. So, you just gotta, ask us, take advantage of me now and comment in the video because when I get as big as I'm gonna get, I will want to help people, but I may not have the time to respond all the time, right? And the best time is when a YouTuber's on the way up is the time to ask us questions about travel, right? Because Eventually, I won't even be handling my social media. I'm going to be hiring someone that will do it for me. And I'm going to instruct them if someone sends a question, help them out and answer. But I can't control what another person does, right? So, if you guys have questions, throw it in the chat. I'm always willing to help. I'm always willing to do it. And when I mean I'm a seasoned traveler, guys, I am a seasoned traveler. I've been to over 100 countries in my life, but since I started the channel, I'm at 24. I got 2 more this year. I got a bunch more next year. And, so I've been to beautiful places. I've been to hood places. Guys, I've been all over the world. I fought as a soldier in Iraq, Afghanistan, Africa, Philippines, Colombia. Guys, I've been around. I want to help. Let me help you on your journey as I go on mine. And I learn and I make mistakes every day, and that's okay. So, but again, guys, I love y'all. Thank you for joining my army, the Army Guy Travels Army. Thank you for your support. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. Make sure you're enjoying. If you have questions, ask. And definitely hit that Cash App because this ain't cheap. And it's not easy to do. I make it work on my retirement, but I also have living expenses too. But the more that people help, the more I can go out and do crazy stuff for y'all. So, and if you guys throw a Cash App that's decent, you tell me something you want to see, I will go do it. Especially if it's here in Bogota. So if you guys want to see something crazy in Bogota, you want me to go and make a video, and it's something I haven't already done, throw a Cash App and be like, bro, go do this. I got you. I'll go take care of it for you. You can live through me. So y'all have a great day. I'm going to jump back on a little bit later. I'm going to go get some lunch. This is Army Guy Travels signing off from the live on Brazil. Ciao.